Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misery bots of all ages, back again with another video. This is just to piggyback off my previous video in regards to Mortal Kombat 11 selling 20 million. At least I believe it sold 20 million, and this only adds to that number. For those who don't know, earlier this year, NetherRealm, not just NetherRealm, but WB came out with a bundle edition of Mortal Kombat. This is the past three Mortal Kombat games. So Mortal Kombat X, 11, and Mortal Kombat 1 was all bundled together with all their DLC and all that good stuff. And they are currently selling it. It is called the Elder God Bundle. And as of right now, it's actually on sale for a really good price. Typically, it runs for about $80. But right now, if you don't own any of this stuff, if you don't own MKX or MK1 or MK11, it is actually $27. It's about $28 if you don't own anything. And that is an amazing deal. For less than $30, you can get MKX, MK11, and MK1, which are amongst some of the best fighting games you can play. Not only that, with the sheer amount of single player content within those games, man, you'll be gaming for days. You'll be gaming for days, weeks, if not months, bro. Just learning each character, unlocking everything that those games have to unlock with like the cosmetics and stuff like that. All of it is just the single player content, like the Crypt and MK11, the story modes in all three games, which they have pretty decent story modes. Not only that, too, because it's three completely different fighting games, basically, even though they're all Mortal Kombat, they all play very differently. There's going to be a fighting game in here for you. So if you want like a 1v1 fast-paced kind of fighting game, you got MKX. If you want something that's more neutral and footsie-based, you got MK11. If you want like a tag/assist-based fighter, you have MK1. So this is going to sell very well. And in fact, I actually even Googled it. And yes, the Mortal Kombat Elder God bundles is selling extremely well due to massive discounts, often around 70 to 84% off during current holiday sales in late 2025. So what I was saying when I was piggybacking off of my previous video where I was saying Mortal Kombat 11 is going to hit 20 million, or if it's not there already, this is just going to add to that. Because this is going to be selling like for less than $30, people are going to pick this up. Like, come on, how can you not pick this up? It's a great deal. And it's only going to add to Mortal Kombat 11's numbers. Now, I was thinking like, oh, it's a bundle. It's just going to add to like the bundle. But at the end of the day, it's still a win-win because there's just more people playing Mortal Kombat 11 due to this bundle. But nah, according to Google AI, it is highly probability that the individual games within Mortal Kombat Elder God bundle, specifically Mortal Kombat 11 and MKX, are in the top 100 selling games, but the bundle itself is unlikely to have individual sales figures that place it within the top 100. Now, basically, it's saying that because it's not tracking the bundle as a bundle. Actually, it's tracking the games individually within the bundle. So for every Mortal Kombat Elder God bundle that they sell, they basically see it as, okay, one MKX game sold, one MK1 game sold, and one MK11 game sold. So if they're going to be tracking it like that, that's just going to add to the numbers for MK11 and even MKX. Like MKX, last time we heard was 11 million. It won't surprise me, especially with this bundle, that next time we get numbers from MKX, it probably hit 13, 14, maybe even 15 millions. But if that's the case, like, yeah, Mortal Kombat 11's probably at 20 million, probably going to hit that 20 million for sure. The Elder God bundle is a digital collection that packages together Mortal Kombat 1, 2023, Mortal Kombat 11, and Mortal Kombat X. The sales figures are generally tracked for individual game titles, not specifically bundle promotions. There it is. So with this sale, and I mean, it's a good sale, bro. It is a good sale. And in fact, if you even own like a game or something like that, like for example, I own all three. I own MKX, I own MK1, and I own MK11. And for MKX and MK11, I own the DLC and everything like that. I do not own the DLC for MK1. not my favorite Mortal Kombat game. Not that the game is bad or anything like that. I just don't really care for the cameo system. But because I already own a bunch of this stuff, the bundle for me is only $8. And that's basically because it's just charging me for the DLC for Mortal Kombat 1. So even if you own a game, so even if you own like MKX, or if you only own like MK1, the bundle is still going to be of value to you because it's not going to charge you again for like the game you already own. It's only going to charge you for the stuff within that franchise that you don't own. So that's a great deal. And I can see more and more people picking this stuff up. It's not going to help me at all because it's just going to be giving me the DLC for MK1. But for people who don't have Mortal Kombat 11, man, for $30, for less than $30, it's a great deal. Hours of content. I can see it selling very well. And in fact, it already says that it's selling very well. And on top of that, the Mortal Kombat Elder God bundle was actually rated very well. It's a 4.2 on PlayStation, and that's with 47,000 reviews. So it's actually rated very well. With that type of rating, best believe people are going to see that and just be like, oh, it got good ratings. Let me pick it up. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 11, this is just going to further verify the fact that Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be hitting 20 million copies sold if it hasn't done it already. Mortal Kombat 11 is on its way to being the second best-selling fighting game of all time, beating out Street Fighter 2. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
To them young boys in the hood with big dreams of being superstars. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, but you gotta work super hard. To the older man who feels his life is over cause he wasted it standing on corners. One thing I learned about the streets, it's never too late for a come up. I was told before that I couldn't do it. I remember being told by my own peeps not to rap, and singing in my hood wasn't popular, but I got respect for it cause I was a beast. Facts. If you got a dream, you gotta stay committed, you can get it, but you gotta be a beast, you can't slack for a minute. Remember this, if you don't remember nothing else, you gotta be relentless.